Hey everyone, my name is Yusuf. In today's video, I will tell you exactly how to hire a CDL driver or how to hire yourself. This video is for those people who are looking to hire someone else into their fleet, whether that is a driver, a company driver, or a lease on owner operator, or to hire yourself. And yes, you do need to hire yourself as well, even if you are a one-man company. So just as a clarification, when you hire yourself, hire an owner operator, or hire a company driver, you still need to do these exact steps to make sure that you are compliant with the FMCSA. Okay, so let's get into it right away. First and foremost, you will have to make sure that your driver has a CDL. Okay, and also you have to make sure that your driver has a valid medical card. Next up is to have them fill up an employment application. And you cannot just have a regular employment application that they give you in McDonald's and in Dollar General. This has to be an FMCSA approved application, which you can go to fmcsa.gov and download their generic application that they have and have your driver fill it up. Or if you are hiring yourself, you have to fill it up. Next up is to verify the work history within the first 30 days of employment. So you can hire a driver and they can start working, but within the 30 days of employment, you need to verify their work history. If they were a CDL holder before, so if they were not a CDL holder before this job, you don't have to verify that. Okay, in the application, you have to request 10 years of work history, but you only have to verify 3 years going back. So you don't have to verify the entire 10 years. However, you do need to go 3 years back and make sure that you verify their experience. Next up is, let's say you like the driver that you're hiring. They did have a CDL, they did have a medical card, and you ask them to fill up an employment application. Next up is to have them do an initial drug test. So and that you can do it by calling a local lab and ask them to do a DOT pre-employment drug test and make sure they pass that. And when they do that, make sure you have the result saved somewhere in your computer or in your file. Next up, after you do that, you have to make sure you do a clearinghouse inquiry on that driver. Okay, so if the driver is not set up with the clearinghouse, you have to tell them to sign up with the clearinghouse first, and then you do an inquiry through your clearinghouse employment account by putting the first and last name of the driver and the driver's license of the driver, and then pay $2, I think. Then get a history of the drug test of that driver. For those who does not know what a clearinghouse is pretty much your drug screening history of your CDL career, pretty much. And if you want to hire a CDL driver, you need to make sure that that driver has not violated the drug policy of any company. Okay, drug and alcohol policy of any company. Next up, you have to make sure that you pull an MVR report of that driver for the past 3 years. So if the driver did not have a CDL before this job, just to be on the safe side, you go ahead and pull an MVR report for the past year or so and put it in your file. However, if you know that the driver had a CDL for the past 3 years or more, make sure you obtain the MVR report of past 3 years, as well as if they were in a different state, make sure you get those reports as well. So if someone was resident of North Carolina and they moved to Iowa, make sure you have the MVR from Iowa and the MVR from North Carolina within the 3 years of period. Okay. Next up, I am not sure if this is a requirement. However, this is a very good tool to use, which is the PSP report from the FMCSA. It will cost, I think, $10 per month to sign up, or $10 per report. I am not quite sure. Basically, it gives you exactly what violation, if any, that your potential driver has been through, or what kind of inspection that your driver has gone through, and give you some details that your regular MVR report will not do otherwise. Because your MVR report will only tell you that they have a speeding ticket or something like that, but they will not tell you that they have gotten a level 1 inspection, level 2 inspection, they have failed because they were overweight, they had failed because they had an issue with their hours of service, and so on and so forth. Okay, so PSP report is a very good tool to use if you are thinking to hire someone other than yourself. Okay, next up, it is Drug Consortium. If you are hiring a CDL driver, your CDL driver has to be enrolled in a drug consortium, and you can look up any company that offers drug consortium and sign that driver with them. It will cost a minimum amount, anywhere between $50 to upwards of $300 per driver per year. So do that, do the homework. I will have the company that I'm using, the consortium that I'm using, in the description down below, and it is not affiliated. Okay, last thing is you have to create a driver qualification file for your driver. As I was editing the video, I realized that I had left a very important point out, which is how you actually find a driver or an owner operator for your company. And the traditional way is to go and post an ad on Craigslist or Indeed or on Facebook and find a driver that way, or you go to topiglet.com, which is a website run by a gentleman named Alex. He also has a successful transportation company and a very popular YouTube channel. Through that, he has a lot of people visiting his website. So if you do go to his website and you post an ad, there are a lot of potential drivers will go to this website and either call you or email you seeking for that job opportunity that you have posted. So for that, you go to topiglet.com, and when you get to this website, you click on jobs, which he has it over here, and it looks like there are a lot of companies that have posted their jobs over here. You can see a bunch of companies, and even you can see more. See, there are a lot of companies posting their jobs over here, which means that you could hire drivers and owner operators much faster. So it looks like you can find drivers, owner operators, dispatchers, and other stuff on this website. By the way, let's go ahead and look at the transport. Let's see what it has on the transport. Yeah, so it looks like he has a brokerage firm as well. So if you're looking to move your freight, he also does that as well. So you can just see the rates that he is offering in the gallery. Let's check it out and see what kind of freight they can handle. Hotshot freight. I'm pretty sure they could do semi trucks, auto, and everything that you need to, farm equipment, coils. Yeah, pretty much the whole 9 yard. I think you could just visit this website and just go through through all the options and see what this website could offer you pretty much. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Okay, so the driver qualification would have 8 items that you have to keep and maintain in your, for every driver that you have, whether that is yourself, a company driver, or an owner operator. Remember, everything that I'm mentioning, it's same for everyone. Okay, so if you are looking to hire a owner operator and lease them under your authority, you still have to do these steps that I have been mentioning. Okay, so first of all, it is the copy of the CDL front and back. Second, it's the copy of the medical card front and back. Third, verification of the medical institution that gave them the medical card, and you can do that by going to fmcsa.gov. I believe it is medical institution verification tab, and you click on that and put the address of the medical provider that gave them the medical card, and make sure that they are approved by the FMCSA. So if they're not approved by FMCSA, reach out to your driver and make sure that they do obtain a medical card through an institution that has been approved by FMCSA. Okay, so that is number 3. Number 4 is the initial MVR report of your driver. So before you have the driver hit the road, make sure you have an initial MVR report for your driver. Number 5, which should be number 1, is the employment application for your driver. Number 6, the MVR report going back 3 years. So you have to maintain MVR report for 3 years of your driver. So if you have done the initial MVR, you have to keep that. And for the next 2 years, you have to do an MVR report every year and maintain that for 3 years. Okay. Number 7 is the pre-employment drug screening that you have to do before they start driving. So once your driver performs a drug test, make sure you have the result in that file. And lastly is the record of violation. So if your driver has a record of violation, whether that is past inspection that they have passed successfully, or inspection that they have failed, or just the report of that, you have to maintain within your driver qualification. So 8 things keep in mind to have in your driver qualifications at all times, so it will make you be in compliant with the FMCSA regulation. Anyways, this will do it for this video. I hope this helped a lot of people who are looking to hire themselves or hire someone else to their company. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.